Oh, right, people. Hold on. I know it's black, but we're starting. Maybe, hopefully. Soon. Possibly. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta switch to headphones. Hold on while I do this. We're gonna go here, and then we have to change the stream audio. Wait, there it is. Alright. Maybe we are good. I think. Hey, testing. Testing. Testing my mic. Alright. What happened? Are you back? Testing. I don't know why it's so bad right now. Alright, is it back? Okay, I think it's back. Okay. So the computer is barely visible. Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, there. The current time? And oh, okay. Wow, that is loud, alright. That's it. All right. Apparently that's it. I have today.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Hold on.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons
427.
to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what
Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to click buttons. There we go. That's better. Okay. I can work. I thought. That's locked. That's locked.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is the only one that's on. Okay. Well, it said the meeting room, so we have to go to the meeting room, obviously. But I'm not seeing a meeting room. I'm just following every... Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so every part of me is saying not to go left, but to go to the right door, because the narrator said to go through the left door. So why would you go through the left door when it's at the right door? You see what I'm throwing down? Except if I do this door, yeah, it's just there. Well, it's locked anyway. It's weird. It keeps on dropping. Like the stream. I don't know. Wait, is this the meeting room?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So I gotta go to the boss office. I don't wanna go to the boss office. What? Jeez. Oh. Okay. Let's just follow the story, I guess. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
So I turn around and go back on track. That's crazy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs, I see. Not that one. Oh, the executive bathroom? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss is stuffed lusses, then that's what the boss says. Why can I not read?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief Who orchestrated this? What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
So with this, I have to do 2845. 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
It's dark.
By sheer luck. Amazing.
By sheer luck.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Why do I feel like I'm backstage of a show? You know? Yeah, it's dark. I don't know about that one. Okay, well, maybe I do have to go. Down the long dock
Descending deeper
elevator.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
What
It
do you
was
mean?
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. So, I think the elevator just broke, but that's, you know, nice.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Wait. But this says escape. Oh. Fine. It's dark. Really dark. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Wow.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Thought to myself, well, apparently. Oh, there's another platform. And a building one. Nothing else, so I guess we got
Now
to.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Oh, wow.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait, what number were we? We were 200 something, right? I don't remember.
This
one?
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated
The
to
only
accept it
reason.
blindly?
Oh. Please, not the only
No.
reason.
He refused to believe it.
I don't
he
believe it.
couldn't accept it.
I can't.
His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Impossible.
Was it even possible?
No.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't
Here
believe
was the
it.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. for he would dismantle the controls
Yes, I will.
once and for all.
Forever I shall win. They will not. Katsumi.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
You said
After they had
to.
you enslaved all these years
Oh,
ago, and you
my.
tried to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
No. Maybe. Possibly.
Oh, Stanley, well, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
Why not?
and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
Oh, that's
eliminating
nice.
the entire complex.
Yeah,
How long
thanks.
until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Ah, now this is making things a little
Nope.
more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die.
Sure you
anyway.
are.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in
Wait,
this
up
instance
here, up
of
here.
the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Wait, no, that's 4.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Okay, where's 1?
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching
I
you
bet.
try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite
3.
rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
I
My
bet.
goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Shut
But
up.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to
2.
put some extra time on the clock.
No.
Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
2.
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what
No,
you're
I do,
supposed
I
to
do.
be doing right now? Or did you
3.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Yes.
Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Where's 6?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
I
30
know.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Oh.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of
Goodbye.
and believe me,
I
I will live through
tried.
every second of your inevitable life.
I
from the moment you feel it
tried.
Until the moment I say, happily
Please,
ever up.
no. Huh? I'm back? Why am I back? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, I've already done all this, though. Okay. So do I.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
Well,
room.
I don't
and
care.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Sure did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What if I did? Look at this.
Yes,
Truly
a room
amazing.
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. What if I don't want to follow you, though? You're annoying. I just died because of you.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
You
I'm
killed
not
me.
your enemy, really, I'm not. I
Sure.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
You literally
There's
killed
someone
me.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Do I just go through the black abyss and dive right into the hoe?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
What do
to
you mean?
reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. And
Stanley, is that you? Hold
what?
on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about...
What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay.
This
This
is
the
a very
narrator?
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? No. What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Of his existence.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I didn't want to?
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
No.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day
Fantasize
while at
about
work,
it.
he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
It excited me terribly. to spend time with the
So
boys.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
It's too wonderful to behold. I gotta prepare dinner in this.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Well, my
he
kitchen
began to
turned
fill it
into
with
an
many
office.
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a
Oh, my
wonderful
kid's a story.
fantasy, and so in his head
I
he
even see
relived
kids.
it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
If I just play one more game.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
This room is
In
turning
reality,
into
all
my
he did was
office.
pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
But I want to
And
just
I'm
go to
trying to tell him
sleep.
this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
But I'm going to work.
You see? Can he just not...
No! I'm back!
In a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Because
Suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the
can't.
rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Nope.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well,
That's
maybe
not what
this
time it
we'll
is.
See. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Did I die? Oh, I think the game's restarted. Yep. They restarted again.
All of his co-workers
I'm
were
all
gone.
the way back.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Okay.
he had simply missed a memo.
How about this time, instead of not following what he said and doing everything opposite, I
When
actually
Stanley
do
came
what
to
he
a set
said.
of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
So I'm going to do everything that he says to do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. 2845.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let a kind of anxiety. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
No! No way! It's so funny.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
It's hilarious. Okay. I went too fast for him. I didn't think I'd go too fast. Apparently I can. And he don't like it. Okay, sparks are not fun.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Next time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I did.
Now
Let's
the
go,
monitors
let's go,
jumped
let's
to
go.
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, we're somewhere around here for the employees. Okay. 264 is private. And that's my office. So we are that one, way up there at the top. I just really wanted to find which one was mine, and apparently it's private. Now I know.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
No,
this
I'm
the
right
only
there.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Maybe. I didn't want it to happen.
No. He refused to believe
I
it.
refused.
He couldn't accept it.
I couldn't.
His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even
Positive.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Blinded.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Doing everything
and
they
as the cold
say.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
But just what if somebody was to be so dumb and hit on
Blackness and
Stanley.
a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Stanley. Stanley.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
It's so
That was all
close.
he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new
The
world
freedom.
before him. This was exactly the way,
The freedom.
right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Happy forever and after. Please. Hey! Actually beat the game? That's it? Seriously?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, what is something else we could do? Oh, wait, I can escape. That's right. Okay. So, we beat the game. But now, what if
Stanley
we
came
escape?
to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his
Because
left.
there's the one that went to a mind control facility, and there's, if you go left, you escape, and all that, blah, 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 blah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I know. What does this do? Okay, maybe we won't escape right now, but we're just gonna go in the elevator. Let's go up. I don't know what's up. Oh. Stanley. Dun, 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 dun. Stanley's boy. Two, three, four. Stanley's boy. Stanley's boy. Oh, I can't. What? Stanley's boy. Do 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 do. How long does this go? It's taking forever. I can't be a good entertainer if I can't have entertainment to do. Dun, 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 dun. We're just sitting in an office. I don't know why. Office, elevator, same thing because know what we're doing apparently. Oig. Yeah, can we go? Please. Is that all I had to do? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, you actually gotta be joking. Hold on. If I go down, is it just gonna play the music again? No! Let me out! I'm not doing that. I just sat in that elevator for 7 minutes.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes
no.
some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Okay. I didn't even have to put it in. I just had to walk in there. Get to business, I see. Let's go. Yep, let's go shop. Let's go. Come on. Stanley's got a
walked
job
straight
to do.
ahead through the large door that read Mind
Nope.
Control Facility.
No, he
Although
didn't.
this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Sure did.
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, if you put it like that, then I'm just gonna go this way. No, I'm not. I'll go this way. We're gonna go back. Maybe if
The door
death...
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope. No,
At
I
this
don't.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
Sure am.
willingly confront his death.
Yep. And a free falling. Free falling. Oh, that was aggressive.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to
Oh,
his
that's nice.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
If you mind not crushing me, that'd be nice. Like, yeah. Wait.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But I'm not dead. Oh. I'm still not dead.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game back in his office.
No, you
as
gotta be
alive as
kidding.
ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Did I say...
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless.
Tell me I didn't just
making
do all that
life
just
the
to
same.
go back.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wait. This is the meeting room. Oh wait, this is the two doors to go to. Office. The office. What? They played solitaire. Okay. Yeah, office clock never changes. Cool. It's the wait. I've only ever seen it like that. Oh. I just want to jump. Why can I not jump? I'm gonna click hitting it. I'm not gonna stop hitting it. Not again. Oh, wait, that's what it used to look like? Okay. Narration outtakes.
Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one then. Let's see. Stanley walked.
Seriously? That's cool, actually. Those are just random clips that they took when making the game. Stanley wished to click the big red button, but he didn't. How many times can I jump in this game without actually jumping? Sound changed. What was that? I don't know what that was. But I'm still gonna click the jump button, no matter how many times it takes. Sending. What am I supposed to do in this? Okay. This way, and then this way, and then we're not gonna go this way. We're gonna go back this way, and then we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go up here. Yeah. Then we're gonna go this way. We're not gonna go this way. I'm gonna keep hitting the jump button just because. And then we're gonna wait. Oh wait.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen,
Oh,
to me.
I'm
You
back
can
to
still
my
save
death.
these two.
Cool.
You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't...
Okay, she said to just click escape.